We're back with tennis ace again. Honestly, today I can really identify with Hector's complaints about the heat. It's 28 degrees with a humid X at the moment. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually north of 60 degrees. So that means it's kind of hot for us up here. Anyway, at least it's slightly cooler where I am. Let's get on with the game. I still can't believe how many players were invited to Aki's club though. I'd somehow hoped that Kitayama, current Kanto number 3, and Tanabe, current Japan number 1, would be there, but in the end I was the only seeded player to show up. Talk about disappointing. The coaches asked us to talk about our plans for the future, where I was the only one to sincerely say I planned to go pro. After about 4 hours of us showing off shots and a few rallies here and there, they finished up the lecture and we were dismissed. I somehow feel a little cheated. What should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like going home. It's only 10 a.m. Oh, my phone's ringing. Hello? I hear a faint gasp on the other side, followed by the sound of a clearing throat. Hey, hello, Hector-san? That voice. Jun? Ah yes, it's me, Jun. His voice perked up considerably. Shoichi-san gave me your number last week. So, I was just lounging around at my house and... He beats around the bush quite a bit, sounding pretty nervous to be speaking on the phone. Well, you said you were free this weekend, so I was wondering if you wanted to hang out or something. Just when I was wondering what to do with myself today. Sure, that sounds like it could be fun. How about we call Shoichi too? Yes, I was going to call him right after inviting you. Okay then, do you mind if I invite someone else? Hey, no, by all means do. The more the merrier. Huron's excited voice did wonders for my mood. This Sunday somehow just got much better. Well, time to get cracking. I'll try giving Keikun a call. I still remember the talk that we had last week. I think it would make him feel better if he made more of an effort to include him. I never really considered it before, but now that I think of it, he only ever hung out with us when Saya was around. I guess he just feels out of place when she isn't around. Of course, that's a stupid notion. Keikun is friends with all of us, but that does nothing to dispel his concerns, so I'd rather address it. Yes? Keikun's voice echoed cleanly on the side of the line. Keikun, it's me, Hector. Hector-san, good morning. What can I do for you? Too formal. We're organising a group outing. Want to join us? It sounds interesting. When is it? A mischievous idea comes to mind. Now. What? Now? Yes, hurry up, you're going to be late. Wait a minute. And went through a tunnel. Oh man, if I let my guard down, I'm going to break into a fit of laughter. Now to wait until he calls me back. 3, 2, 1. Yes, who is it? I try my best to feign ignorance. Don't just hang up on someone like that. Unable to hold back any further, I burst out laughing in the middle of the street. Well, at least he's not being super polite and formal anymore. So I've achieved my objective. Quit making fun of me. So, where are we meeting? Come to think of it, I've got to ask Jun where we're meeting. Hector-san? For the time being, just meet me in front of the station close to school. For the time... You have no clue where we're going, do you? Come on, Kei-chan, where's your adventurous spirit? Keikun sighs on the other side of the line. Senpai, please spare me your antics. Fine, I'll meet you there in an hour. Also, don't call me Kei-chan. Mission acquire Keikun was successful. I think I'll try calling Jun again to ask about the meeting place. Hector-san? Jun, I've already invited the other guy. Any luck talking to Shoichi? Yes, he said he was free. Which reminds me. Yes? I kind of got set up a meeting place, didn't I? I'm sorry. I panicked and told him we were meeting in front of the station close to school. I hope that's okay for you because I... Oh, slow down, it's fine. I told Keikun to meet me there too, so everything turned out okay. What a coincidence. Okay then, when did you ask him to meet us? He said to be there in an hour. I'll probably be a little early since I'm already out of my house anyway. You're not at home? Nah, I just got out of Electromental Brothers Tennis Club. I see. Well, that's good then. I'll be there in about an hour too. See you then. See ya. It's about a 20-minute walk to the station. I wish I killed time until then. Guess I'll just take a look at the stores nearby. Even after browsing the shops in the area, I still got here 10 minutes early. Well, there's nothing left for me to do, so I'll just wait patiently until they arrive. They're late! It's 11:15? What's taking them so long? Ah, Hector-san. I hear Jun's voice calling me. I see him waving frantically amidst a group of people. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I had to call Shoichi-san for help because I got lost. Oh, you really should have offered to pick him up, Hector. His sense of direction is totally hopeless. Yeah. Well, good to see them getting along at least. Hey. Keikun, on the other hand, is completely curt and to the point. Wait, I'm not surprised that Shoichi met Jun on the way, but wouldn't someone drive you over here? Why, just because I'm rich, I need to have a chauffeur? That's not what I meant, sorry. Keikun sighs. It's fine, sorry to be so snappy. I had to deal with some family issues last night and couldn't get much sleep. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't home when you called. I was running some errands on Dago Street. Huh? That's just 2 streets away from where I was. Oh, is that so? Oh, too bad you didn't mention it. I'd come over to meet you. Did I just wait alone this whole time for no reason at all? Anyway, what are we going to do? You didn't seem to have a plan when we spoke on the phone. Huh? I don't. This wasn't my idea. What? Whose idea was it? I look at Jun, who's happily humming a song while spacing out. Keikun follows my gaze. Wait, Kobayashi? You're kidding. Huh? What? At the mention of his name, Jun snaps back to reality. Jun, everyone's here already. What did you have in mind for us? Nothing at all. Huh? Ah, if only they could see the look on their faces. Priceless. Hector-senpai, did you know we hadn't planned anything out? Well, yeah, I guessed. Huh? Why didn't you say something then? Well, this is fine, we'll just think of something now. Cut that out, will you? What if I had something better to do? You wouldn't have accepted a last-minute invitation to go out without even knowing the plans. Shoichi cuts in with a gleeful smile, apparently taking pleasure in pointing this out. As always, he's pretty quick to compose. Fine, you have a point. So, what are we going to do then? Everyone goes silent. Well, someone say something. You're taking this too seriously, Urushihara. We're supposed to be having fun. Yeah, let's just think of something fun to do. The incredible go-with-the-flow attitude sees Keikun completely defeated, sagging his shoulders in defeat. Fine, whatever you say. It's pointless to argue anyway. By the way, Hector-san, what do you mean you guessed he hadn't thought of anything? Huh? Isn't it obvious? Jun is kind of an airhead. He stares at me in shock. And don't just casually go along with it. Sorry, Keikun. Making fun of you is just too funny. It's almost lunchtime. We could look someplace to eat before everything gets too packed. Or you could just window shop afterwards. Shoichi ignores Keikun's fit and continues as if nothing is happening. That sounds like a good idea. I'm hungry. Don't just ignore me. Forget it. I'd have more luck talking to a wall. I know a pretty nice place nearby. No offense, but I think I'll veto any suggestion you make. What? Why? You really have to ask why? Anything you choose will probably be hopelessly expensive. No nonsense. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it certainly isn't that expensive. You come from a billionaire family that thinks 18,000 yen per kilo ice cream is cheap. Do I need to remind you spent over 6,000 yen last week on 2 scoops of ice cream? What? Seriously? Well, that's impressive. That isn't expensive. Well, that's to be expected. You have no idea how much regular people like us make, do you? Oh god, here we go again. What are you talking about? Doesn't your father make a lot of money too? Well, my father makes a decent amount, yes. He invests most of it in a trust fund and only spends the bare minimum. Well, my allowance is lower than Hector's. Really? What about you, Kobayashi-san? Oh, my family is poor. Huh? You just said that like it's nothing. Impressive. How did you get into our school then? It certainly isn't the cheapest. I received a full scholarship, so I joined the music program. Though I later found out there isn't much of a program. Keikun looks away, defeated. I know a cafe around here is pretty decent, and also cheap. We could go there, as long as His Highness is okay with being served commoners' food. I half expect Keikun to see the food they serve and say, "How dare you serve me such filth?" I wouldn't do that. We all laugh. Well, at least we're getting him to loosen up a bit, via extreme annoyance. Oh, shut up. I'll go. And it's decided. Lead the way, Shoichi-san. Ah, wait. They all turn around at the last second. What is it, Hector? We've got to invite Saya. Ah. Keikun looks like he finally noticed. Suddenly it looks like the blood is drained from his face. No, he didn't. I called her and she didn't answer her phone. Oh, really? Oh, it's a Sunday. She's obviously still in bed. Oh, now that you mention it. She does tend to sleep in whenever she can. Don't scare me like that. Saya-san would kill me if I forgot about her. Oh, how come? She told me to always invite her when I go out with you two. She said she wanted to avoid you making fun of me. Now I see what she meant. Oh, don't be a child. Do you really need Saya to defend you from the big bad bullies? Oh, shut up. Let's just get going already. Shoichi takes us to a small restaurant a couple of blocks away from the station. Wow, this place looks really nice. We take our seats in a booth far from the entrance. Oh, isn't it? Oh, I come here very often since I always get home pretty late. I guess now that your dad is out of town, you don't have anyone to prepare food for you when you get back, huh? Dad preparing food? I just get home and order something for the two of us. But yeah, now that he's out, it's just me. Oh, Shoichi-san, you only live with your father? Oh yes, is that strange? What about your mother? Oh, is she... Oh no, nothing like that. My parents got divorced when I was still in junior high. I've been living alone with my dad ever since. Ah, is that so? I thought there was a more exciting story behind it. What exactly were you thinking about? Dead mother? That isn't exactly exciting. It's just downright sad. Still, divorce is way too cliché. Yeah, I'm sorry my life isn't exciting enough for you. Maybe you should tell us your story next. Maybe. Good day, how may I serve... Eh? Eh? Shoichi chuckles, trying his hardest to choke his laughter. He's the only person at this table that doesn't seem at all surprised by the situation. What? What are you guys doing here? I could ask you the same question. We tried calling you on the phone, but you didn't pick up. Hey, you work here? Wait, this restaurant? This is a maid cafe, isn't it? Shoichi starts laughing uncontrollably. Shoichi, you did this on purpose, didn't you? Saya's cheeks are so red it overpowers the colour of her fur. Oh, sorry, I couldn't resist. Well, at least he seems to be having fun. Unlike Saya, who looks like she might just murder us. So, Saya-san works in the maid cafe, huh? What is this place even called? I didn't bother checking the name. Saya starts tugging on his skirt, as if trying to get it to go further down to cover more of her legs, her other hand clutching her chest as she looks away, blushing furiously. Bunny's nest. This time, Keikun is the one having to stifle his laughter. His face immediately flushes red as he desperately tries to hold back. Kei-chan, don't laugh. Oh, no, sorry. It's just... the name is too much. Since when has Saya been working here? Nice outfit. Suits you well, Mizuguchi-san. Oh, not you too, Kobayashi-kun. Saya crosses her arms, trying her best to shield herself from our view. Although Jun looks like he actually meant it instead of simply trying to tease her. How long have you even been working here? Since our first year of high school. Whoa, for real? I didn't know we'd ever find out. Pretty surprising, huh? Oh, not at all the sort of thing you imagine Saya-chan doing. Saya's gaze turns into a glare, most of it pointed right at Shoichi. Why do I feel that this was supposed to be an insult? How did you even find this place, Arata? It looks so normal and forgettable from the outside. The kind of shop I just walked past without a glance. Oh, it's by coincidence. I got out of practice pretty late, and this was the only place that was still open. Yeah, we're usually open pretty late so we can snag customers even if they're night shops. Her shoulders sag as she finally gives up on any chance of retaining her dignity. I just know for a fact I'll tease her relentlessly with this for quite a while still. All right. She straightens herself up, clearing her throat and standing upright once more. I'm still on the clock. I don't have time to be goofing around. So, Masters, what will you be having? Well, that was fast. It's like she's a completely different character. This is actually nice. I think I might start coming here more often. Master, you're so funny. Saya, still laughing, slowly leans towards Keikun. Listen here, you didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything, you don't know anything. If I breathe a word of this around to anyone, I will make you run 1,000 laps around the campus. Are we clear? Yes, ma'am. So, Masters, what will you be having? Our cakes are delicious, you know. Oh, but grown boys like you need meat, right? How about the steak? Everything about her acting feels fake and wrong. Though I can't really fault the acting itself, I guess. It's just that, having known her for years already, this just looks so wrong. I'm sure she could fool strangers into thinking she's a peppy little maid girl. I pity the fool that buys into this act. Well, it doesn't really matter right now. I came here to eat, not to serve as an acting critic. Everything on the menu looks good. I just can't pick. Well, I already know what I'll be having. Soba noodles? Ding ding ding, we have a winner. That's not much of a surprise. You always get soba. Well, I like routine, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, you guys serve curry. Yep, our curry's the best in town. Sorry, sire, but the cutesy act coming from you is disturbing. Have you ever eaten curry? I just can't picture someone like you eating curry. Oh, my mum used to make it for me when I was a kid. Been years since I last had it, though. Well, I guess that means Orochimaru's having the curry. I'll order some soba. What about you, Jun? I guess I'll try the gyoza donburi. It's the cheapest thing on the menu. Oh, don't worry, Kobayashi-kun. Our gyoza don is the best. You're saying about everything on the menu. Well, it's the truth. Statistically unlikely. Well, anyway, I'll be right back with your order, Masters. Oh, wait, what about my order? What are you talking about? She drops her mask of jolly good customer service for a second, leering down at me with an unfriendly expression. Your order? That's a good joke. As if you're not going to take an hour just to pick something. Yeah, I can't keep waiting forever. I don't take that long to choose. The last time we went to the ramen shop close to your house, it took you half an hour just to decide on the toppings. Well, have you know that ramen is a form of art? You can't just throw random toppings at it. Sure, whatever you say. Saya-chan, please bring us our order. What? I already... Gah, fine. Give me soba. There, that didn't take long, see? Copying other people doesn't count, though. There's just no winning with you, is there? Sorry, I already know all your buttons. I'll always win. Saya-chan, if you please. Of course. Saya bows to us one more time. And before I forget, Shoichi. If you ever pull this sort of stunt again, I'll let everyone know about your little secret. Am I clear, you little bastard? The aura of violence around her is so strong I start to feel cornered just by being nearby her. Shoichi immediately shrinks back in his seat, quaking in fear. Okay, please just wait for a little bit. Shoichi is still quaking in terror after Saya leaves. I could feel myself losing a few years of my life. What's this secret she's talking about, though? Nothing. It's nothing at all. Oh, I don't know. From the look on his face, I'd say it's probably something monumental. Shut up. You denying it so vehemently always only wants us to want to know even more. Well, that's not my problem. Then you won't mind if we sniff around and find out what you've been hiding, do you? Huh? Oh, I bet he has some girlfriend that he's hiding. Maybe Shoichi-san is dating a beautiful college-age big sister type and didn't want anyone to find out. Well, wait a sec. I see, Shoichi, you sly dog. Would you all just shut up? See? Not fun when you're the one being made fun of all the time, right? Shut up already. I'm sorry, okay? Well, I think the one you should be apologising to is Mizuguchi-san. She didn't seem at all happy to see us here. Yeah, if Saya went through the trouble of hiding this from us for this long, she surely didn't want you bringing everyone here. Alright, I'll apologise once her shift is over. Do you think she'd tell us about the secret he's hiding? Don't you dare. Shoichi, everyone's looking at us. This is what happens when you shout. Now all the surrounding tables are glaring daggers at us again. I'm sorry to disturb you. He manages to stutter an apology, his face completely red. We just might give him an aneurysm if we keep this up. I say we go for it. Shut up. It actually sounds like it might be fun. Well, not you too. Shoichi, control your voice. He freezes again, looking around to see if any tables are looking our way again. Once he ascertains they are not, he relaxes. What are you guys doing to me? Think of it as divine punishment. Wherever divine, it wouldn't be coming from you three devils. 3? Am I a devil too? Well, don't play coy. You joined him in teasing me. I did? What? Jun, you need to be a little more self-aware. Jun blinks in confusion. Don't need to keep whispering, you know. I don't want to risk it. Little doggy here is too much of a good boy to disturb other patrons. What do you say, you bastard? There, I fixed him. It's not often that Shoichi gets toyed around like this. And Keikun just hit a nerve right now. Maybe... It's Shoichi. Oh, stop tormenting him. Alright, enough already. While it'd truly be deserved for him to suffer tease and humiliation on par with what he calls sire, I just don't have the heart to do that to him. Oh, come on, Keikun, stop that. A restaurant isn't the sort of place to do this kind of stuff. You're bailing him out already? Come on, at least let me mess with him a little. If we're in private, I might have. I don't want to cause a scene in public. Just leave him alone for now, okay? It is fine when he does it. Yeah, I can see how it'd be a little shitty. It's true that this is a double standard. Sorry, Keikun. I'll try to keep an eye on to avoid situations like this happening to you in the future, too. Well, thanks, Hector. I didn't do it for you. I did it for the other patrons. Shoichi chuckles, his soft voice carrying through the air like music. Still, thanks. I shrug. Alright, it's ready. Be careful, it's piping hot. She swiftly sets out our plates on the table. Shall I bring anything to drink? I'm surprised how fitting this mild-mannered attitude is to her. How should I put it? I guess if I were to forget her true character, I could actually be fooled by this act. Yeah, it doesn't seem out of place at all when I think like that. I hope to see you again soon, masters. As soon as we're leaving, Saya waves at us with a smile on her face. I swear if any of you come here again, I'll... Though it does little to hide a malicious aura. We go back to the main street in front of the station. Seems we just hit rush hour as many people keep pouring out of the station. The streets that until now only had a couple of passers-by here and there are now packed with endless waves of people. Jun starts fidgeting uncomfortably, walking closer to me than before. His hand keeps brushing up against my arm multiple times. You alright, Kobayashi-san? You seem a little bit on edge. Keikun seems a bit more mindful of Jun than you'd normally expect him to be. He keeps shooting curious glances at the tiger every few seconds. That's right. I forgot that Jun-kun doesn't deal well with crowds. What, seriously? Oh crap, I think I remember him saying something about it when we first met. We should probably find a quieter place so we can relax. Shoichi starts looking around. This is one of those situations where his crazy height makes him useful since he can easily see over the mass of people. There's a sweet shop over there, it's almost empty. We could go there for a while. Are you sure you're not just saying this because you want to eat some sweets? Well, nothing wrong with mixing business with a little bit of pleasure. Oh god, that sounded so incredibly wrong. Well, good to see at least they're enjoying themselves. Meanwhile, Jun has grabbed hold of my arm and is now squeezing it tightly. What's with this crazy strong grip? Crap, I think he's getting the blood flow to my arm. Whatever you do, do it fast before this living tourniquet makes me lose my arm. Shoichi chuckles, grabbing hold of Jun's shirt collar and dragging him towards the store. And in the process, I get dragged along with him since Jun refuses to let go of my arm. By the time we manage to squeeze our way through the crowd of people into the shop, both Jun and I are almost seeing stars. Jun-kun. Jun-kun! It's okay, you can open your eyes now. Eh? Jun finally snaps out of it, looking around in confusion. Where are we? Shoichi took us into a nearby shop. Now, would you please let go of I can't feel my arm. He finally notices the fact he starts a death grip around my arm and releases it. I can feel it. I can feel my arm again. Oh, happy day. Sorry, I'm not good with crowds. No kidding. Jun rubbed his cheeks in embarrassment. come on, none of that matters now. And since we're here in this beautiful store anyway... Shoichi starts rubbing his hands, looking like one of those stereotypical scheming villains you see in really bad action flicks. Excuse me, can I have 3 green tea flavoured rice cakes? Oh, thank you. He hands a bill to the clerk and takes a small paper bag with the sweets. Jun whimpers as he sees Shoichi start eating. Shoichi notices it immediately. Do you want some? No, I don't want to impose. Well, it's no imposition. Here, take one. Shoichi walks up to Jun, handing him a cake with a big smile on his face. Well, if you're really offering, then I guess... He tries to nonchalantly play it off as if it weren't a big deal, even though his face easily gives it away. So good. Rishihara, you want one too? I'll pass, I can't stand Japanese sweets. Keikun stares at the little rice cake with a measure of disgust that didn't think it was possible for him. Plus, if you only have one left, shouldn't you be offering it to Hector-san first? As if. He hates green tea with a passion. It's true, I really do. I nod to emphasise my point, looking down the green tea treat with disgust equal to Keisuke's. Shoichi finishes eating both of his sweets and puts the bag in the trash, dusting his hands as he does so. Well, then I guess we should be going. Hey, can't we stay here just a little longer? Jun asks, half pleading. Shoichi looks to at least be considering it. Well, if it's Shoichi we're talking about, then his next move will probably be... Well, there's a karaoke just around the corner. How about we go there? Suggesting something nearby just so he can please Jun. Yep, just as easy to read as always. That karaoke place is kind of expensive. It's fine, if the 4 of us pitch in, we can get a room for a couple of hours dirt cheap. Oh, I'm surprised you know about that. You go to karaoke often? Every now and then. I'm looking forward to seeing you sing, Rishihara-san. No, I don't sing in public. Oh, don't say that. What are you going to be doing if you're not going to take part? I'm going to make fun of how bad you are. Isn't that obvious? You're trying to pick a fight. Okay, let's not cause another scene in public, shall we? They seem to have complied for the time being, even though they continue glaring at one another. Good grief, it's like walking around with a bunch of 5th graders. Wow, this place is so pretty. It even has air conditioning. Jun runs up the air conditioning machine and shoves his face in front of the main fan. So cool! The rapidly spinning air fan distorts his voice, making it sound distorted and robotic. The 3 of us watch in astonishment as his childish delight over common objects comes out full force. Is this the karaoke machine? He touches the black box that's standing below a giant plasma screen. It immediately lights up. Did I break it? Oh, this one has touch buttons. The place I usually go to doesn't have them yet. Tachi botan? It seems that the English has stumped him quite a bit. Touch button. It means instead of having to actually press down a clickable button, it has a service that recognises your touch instead. Wow, so high tech. Well, it's true enough this enthusiasm puts us all in a better mood. Well, not really, it's pretty average. Most DVD and Blu-ray players nowadays use these. It's pretty new for karaoke machines though, especially commercial ones. After all, due to the heavy workload, they have to make sure they're durable so they can't just cram in new features. True. Keikun sits down in the seat closest to the air conditioning machine, picking up the portable tablet screen that shows the music list. So, who's going to... Oh, me, let me go first. Jun nearly crawls over Keikun, pressing his face so close they almost touch. Keikun jumps back in his seat, completely taken aback. Alright, take it. Here's the controller. Keikun hands him the device. How do I use this? Jun taps a pen on a bunch of different places on the screen, making the TV flash a bunch of random lists. Give this to me. Unable to watch it anymore, Keikun snatches the controller from his hand and puts it back on the song selection screen. Just choose a song and I'll play it for you. Okay. Yay! Jun's singing is full of passion and excitement. It's more than clear that he's not focused on singing perfectly and is instead just trying to have fun. Even though his voice is nothing to write home about, his natural charisma makes you enjoy watching him. From the corner of my eye, I see Keikun tapping his hand on his legs to the rhythm, silently watching as well. Shoichi is merrily humming alongside the music. It seems he also likes this song quite a bit. It's a nice atmosphere. Eventually Jun's song ends. He sits down, huffing and puffing. That's a lot more draining than I thought. But did you have fun? Yeah. And that's all that matters. Oh look, the machine's giving you a score now. They give out scores. The newer ones do. The machine reads, calculating your score, please wait. For a few seconds, Jun shifts close to the screen, waiting impatiently for it. Then the screen blinks. Your score is 71. Congratulations, is what it says. Just 71. Ooh, let me try again. Let other people have their turn. I'm sure he didn't mean to, but Keikun's voice just now is a bit more stern than necessary, not to mention his eyes. Sorry. He immediately noticed how it affected Jun, though, making sure to apologise promptly. He leans back on his seat, uncomfortable. Well, it seems even Shoichi's at a loss. What's that about? Urashihara, could it be that you want to sing? No. I see what's going to happen even before it happens. Okay then, you sing. Huh? Me? No way! Then how about a competition? Keikun's ears immediately turn towards Shoichi. Slowly he turns his head in his direction. What do you have in mind? I don't know if I should congratulate Shoichi for manipulating Keikun that easily. Each sing a song, then we'll have these two decide who's the best singer. The loser has to buy lunch for the winner. That's all? That's a pretty boring winning prize. Well, not all of us are rich, you know. So you're saying you're afraid of losing? What's with that face? It's scary. Well, I'm saying it's a possibility. Keikun's eyes narrow as he considers the idea. He silently muses over it for a few seconds before. Don't regret it when you lose. Shoichi smiles again. Keikun stands in place, gripping the microphone tightly with one hand and placing the other on his pocket. Somehow he looks far more imposing with that mic in his hands. The song starts playing. It's a rock song that does not match at all with the image of Keisuke I have in my head. Thought he would pick something more classical sounding. As the air starts getting more and more tense, I see the screen indicating the vocals should begin in a few seconds. Instinctively, I hold my breath. Keisuke's voice echoes through the room, crashing against us like countless waves. From seemingly nowhere, his voice starts to scream out his song, spilling it all out with so much power. It's like all the air in front of us exploded. Unable to react, I just stand there in a daze. When I look to the side, I see both Shoichi and Jun gaping at him, both as surprised as I am. Keikun continues to sing with so much confidence, as if this sort of thing was natural for him. The song shifts into the chorus. His voice goes even higher. I'm surprised he can make those sounds with his voice. He's always so inexpressive when we're talking. Before I noticed it, the song has ended. Keikun places the microphone back on the table and sits back on the couch, not bothering to look for his score. Out of curiosity, I peer at the screen. Your score is 100. Congratulations, you've achieved a max score. Are you for real? I don't even know what to say. What is there even to say? Wow. Shoichi too looks completely flabbergasted. Keeps staring at the score screen, not taking his eyes off the big golden 100 written on it. Keisuke-san, that was amazing. We're both caught by surprise when Jun almost screams that line out, making us both jump in our seats. Keisuke doesn't look too surprised. In fact, he's been spacing out in his seat till Jun called him. Why didn't you tell us she was such a great singer? Please do one more. Encore! Encore! He looks slightly annoyed by Jun's attitude, resorting to a sigh to show his displeasure, which of course flies by Jun's head. You should totally be a singer. We're not interested in music, he says somewhat harshly. But that's such a waste. The only thing I want to do is play tennis. Everything else is nothing but a distraction. Even though he said it with such conviction, his eyes were looking away. But, alright, I guess it's my turn now, right? Jun seemed like he wanted to say more, but Shoichi was quick to interject. Probably for the best too, otherwise the mood might have turned irredeemably sour. Let's see, what should I pick then? I only got a 79 this time. Boo! Jun was pouting and throwing a fit as he got another score below the 80s. Shoichi was too busy laughing at him to care. He nearly knocked down the controller as he thrashed around in his laughing fit. Sheesh, settle down, will you? Keikun stared at them with an amazed expression. I myself am surprised at how lively these two can be. They really get along surprisingly well. But I didn't manage to get a score over 80 a single time. Everyone else got a bunch. Come on, you shouldn't rely on a machine to give you singing a score. It's not going to be accurate. Really? Keisuke-san got 3 perfect scores in a row. Keikun looks away, seemingly uncomfortable. Well, that much is true, though it took quite a bit of convincing after he went the first time. We managed to get him to sing a couple more times. Imagine how surprised when both of them were pitch perfect and got solid 100 scores. Afterwards, he was too embarrassed by the attention given to him by Jun and refused to sing further. You just need to practice more, you sounded good. He deflects, trying to take the attention away from himself. Well, that's cute too. Whoa! Still, Jun remains sour for a bit of time. The sound of knocking echoes from the door. Excuse me, your 2 hours will be over in 3 minutes. Would you like an extension? Has it been that long already? Man, time sure flew today. I'm sorry, I can't stay any longer. I need to be back to the estate by 4 p.m. anyway. You live in an estate? Got a problem with that? The only problem I have is your attitude. No, not at all. It just surprised me. Well, that's fine. Oh, is that a hint of red I see on his cheeks? I should probably get going as well. There's some matters I need to look into with the student council before I head home. Shoichi-san, you always seem to be doing a lot in the council. Is it that fun to work with them? Fun? The question seemed to catch him by surprise. His face scrunches up for a few seconds before he can recompose himself. I suppose it is. What they have you doing this time? Well, they took a few matters out of my hands in the last couple of days. Said I needed some time to myself lately. But I still have to check with the City Hall about a campaign we're doing to protect the woods close to campus. Oh, right, I remember that was a big part of your election pitch. Yeah, that and arrange for more scholarships for areas outside of sports. Jun-kun was actually the first student to be given a scholarship using the program I proposed. What, seriously? Does that mean you're the reason I should join this school? You have your own merits to thank for that. All I did was set things in motion. That little... I had no idea this project had been accepted already. He's been planning this since he first joined our high school 2 years ago. Can't believe he didn't tell me something like that. Well, there are still a lot of things that need to be discussed. While I managed to get approval for music scholarships, I haven't gotten to their approval of things like debate that are more theoretical. Really, I think I won't be able to see the fruits of my labour while I'm still studying here. Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure to keep things going for you. Now, you say that as if you getting elected next year is already a done deal. Kei-kun merely smiles in response. Anyway, we should get going soon. Our 3 minutes should be close to being over. I'm afraid they might charge us another hour if we go over our allotted time. Ah, you're right. All you have to do is talk about being charged more money to make Jun panic. So easy to read. Bye-bye. Jun waves at the two of them as their backs become farther and farther away. We still have quite a bit of daylight for ourselves. I wonder what I should do now. Hector-san. I snap out my daze as Jun waves his hands in front of my eyes, startling me. Geez, what are you doing spacing out in the middle of the day? You're the last person I want to hear that from. He bursts out laughing uncontrollably. A few passers-by turn to look at us in curiosity. I feel my cheeks starting to burn red hot. I don't like having this kind of attention. I try in vain to make him calm down. He continues laughing out loud for the longest time. This is so damn embarrassing. I'm sorry. I just thought it was really ironic for me to be saying that. And if you're that aware of it, then don't say it. He gives me a very wide grin, looking really pleased with something. Still, I liked it. I had a lot of fun today, too. Thanks for going out with me, Hector-san. Oh, crap. What is this adorable creature? What sort of response should I have to this? My mind is going blank. It was nothing. I managed to stammer out that line, completely conscious that my cheeks are red. I see Jun look down at the ground, kicking a little dirt, a mournful smile on his face. To be honest, I was feeling a little overwhelmed with pressure lately. There's so much ground I need to cover before I'm ready to take part in piano competitions again. I felt so weak and helpless. You helped me to relax. Thanks to you, I feel completely renewed again. I'll make sure to put on a great performance next time, so please come watch me. His smile melts my heart. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. Just tell me the date and I'll come. Yep, I'll make sure to call Shoichi-san and Keisuke-san to thank them properly for going out with us today. Thanks again, Hector-san. Jun turns away, waving at me one last time, and starts walking away in large steps, almost hopping around. See you later. See ya. It makes me happy seeing him walk so merrily on his way. I stand and watch as his back gets farther and farther away, waiting around until he's completely away from my sight. I could have probably gone with him half the way home if I wanted to, but for some reason I decided to stay around. Maybe I could still look around at some shops. There's still a few hours until I have to be home and there's nothing for me to do there. I make up my mind and start walking in the opposite direction. And that was day 4. So we're just going to wrap things up here, and we'll do day 5 in the next video. So until next time, bye for now.